Shalom, brethren, sister. Get myself together, man. Come here, bro. Pause. Just chill. All right. Shalom, y'all. Um, we're looking at Ecclesiastes 8. Yeah, let's do it. So, obey the rulers. What? You telling me I gotta listen to Trump? But I'm a Democrat. But I'm a Democrat, and I think children should be liberated. All right, man. Let me get off that. No politics, buddy. He says, "Who is the wise man that knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A wise man maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed." I feel like my face is a little shiny, right? Freaking. That's why I was wiping my head in the other video. I'm like, man, I look like a freaking grease monkey. Freaking. Yeah. He says, that was mad vain, Salakia. That was extra. He says, who is a wise man? Who knoweth interpretation of a thing? Right. So where is the wise? And who can interpret these scriptures, right? Said a man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed, right? Because when you know what you're talking about, you ain't nervous to like speak up. You ain't nervous to talk to no guy. You ain't nervous to walk up to no girl. At the end of the day, you got the understanding like I'm walking with Yah, and Yah created the earth for Israel, and and it's like whatever you ask for, you're gonna get. But you can't ask for stuff in your lust. You can't, like everybody got different cups, right? It's different size cups. Somebody got probably a shot glass and they don't need too much. Some people might be like a super freaking beer mug, a freaking German shoe, and you most likely need to pour a lot more into them, right? The German boot. He says, I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard the oath of the Most High. Be not hasty to go out of his sight, and stand not in an evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleaseth him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. So who may say unto him, what doest thou? What doest thou, Donald Trump? What you over there doing in Yemen and South Africa? He said, man, you're fired. And throw you off a bridge. Right? You can't walk up to you gotta, Most High telling you to honor the king. Right? And the Bible actually teaches you when you rebel against the king, it's like you rebel against the Most High. Because the Most High put him in order. He put him in place. He probably put Donald Trump in place to either make it worse or make it better to be thrown down. Like that's the thing. He make countries great to throw them down so that his name could be lifted up and glorified. I hope we understand that. I hope we didn't fall back asleep in our minivans with the white picket fences and the labradoodles and like we remember what we hear, right? He says, whosoever keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man heart discerneth both time and judgment. Right? Man, I love these scriptures, yo, because it's so like, it's like even that script right there. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, no sickness, no pain, no evil thing. You might feel like a little naughty things, like right, a little, somebody might be mean to you. He says, a wise man's heart concerneth time and judgment. So you can discern. Oh yeah, we need to get up out of here. Oh yeah, Portugal just failed. Guess we're not going to Portugal. And that's the thing, bro. Uh, these colonial, and this is what I'm talking about. Most High done bring judgment on all these nations that was doing crazy stuff, whether you be African, African American, European, Arab, Asian. I don't really know what they did. They got their own stuff going on, but um, I guess they was doing some stuff to us during that Edo period. Um, yeah, he says, verse 6, because of every purpose there's a time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. Right? Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Right? So you do something, you got a sentence for it. You got a prison sentence, right? If you do something naughty, right? You gotta serve out that time and judgment. It could be spiritual. Therefore, misery of man is great. So that's why the Most High could keep you in that messed up position, because you are doing things that He disapproves of, and He made His judgment. It might be for 7 months, it might be for 7 years, it might be for 7 days, man. That's why you always give praises to the Most High, no matter what. It says, for He knoweth not which that He shall be, and who can tell Him when it shall be? For there is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death. There is no discharge, Salakia, and there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. Right? So wickedness not gonna save people, right? That practice wickedness, like righteousness will save you. Like right, being righteous will keep your life, will save you. But being wicked, that ain't gonna save you. Wickedness can't deliver you. Only righteousness can. He says, I have seen and applied my heart to every work that is done under the sun. There's a time when one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. Right? That ruling over another man can cause deterioration of spirit and soul and money. Like think about this, man. You an American slave owner, you got one man down there, but you got 12 slaves you gotta look after. You gotta make sure they fed. You gotta make sure they healthy. You gotta pay their doctor bills. You gotta make sure they don't kill you while you sleep. Who the real slave? Who really in bondage? All right. So he ruling over another man for his own hurt. He says, and I also saw the wicked buried, and who had come and gone from that place of the holy, and they were forgotten in the city. And when they had done so, this is also vanity, because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the Son of Men is fully set in them to do evil, right? Because you're not getting it quick enough. Because sentence against an evil work, right? Judgment, like I was just saying, a prison sentence. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, because you don't get it quickly, right? Most High may make you wait uh 20 years to, do some crazy stuff to your body because you was mistreating it for 20 years. He says, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully in them set to do evil. It's like, man, because I ain't gonna get it right now, I'm gonna get it later. He says, though Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet I know that it should be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are a shadow, because he feareth not the Most High. You see that? So it's like, think about this. Wisdom, boy, wisdom is snapping. I feel bad for people that don't even like, I don't even be checking the views on these videos, bro. I could imagine it's like five. I think one had like 70 or whatever. I'll be like, the first video to get 100 views, I'll say something about it, but I ain't really checking the views or nothing, bro. He says, "It shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow." Right? So the wicked man, his life comes and goes, bro, like fast, because he feareth not the Most High. Right? He do whatever he want in his heart. So he doing whatever he want. He ain't got to be patient. He ain't got to be humble. He ain't got to wait. So life seemed fast for him. But when you breathe, meditate, spend some time with your family, eat some good food, take some vacays, praise the Most High. Like, man, that's probably really how you slow down time for real. That's how you slow down and live forever. Let's just, yeah, we getting there. We getting into the Lulu, man. You know, that's how you prolong. It says, but the wicked, it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, because they are as a shadow. So the righteous, his day is going to be like the sun, like the light, which is forever there, always shining. Yeah, yeah, I might go, into the earth and rest for a little bit, but I'm going to be back, you know. It's wisdom out here, boy. Come get this wisdom. It's freaking hungry. It says, "There is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happen according to the works of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the works of the righteous." I said, this is also vanity, right? So sometimes wicked men get the reward of the righteous, and sometimes the righteous men get the reward of the wicked. He said, this is also vanity. This is also a fleeting thought. This is also nothing, right? Like it ain't no, because it's like, who can decide other than the Most High? Like, why am I even putting thought to that? Like, it's vanity. He's like, man, let me just stop thinking about that. He says, then I commended mirth, right? Happiness, because a man have no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry. For that should abide with him for the days of his labor, of all of his life, which the Most High giveth him under the sun. When I applied, let me sit with that for a second, actually. So it ain't nothing better to sit under the sun, to eat, to drink, and to be merry. For that shall abide with him for his labor, the days of his life, which the Most High hath given him, which his labor hath given. Yeah, yeah. This old English ain't no joke, boy. It's like, man, before I came into the truth, bad dyslexia, bro. Now, like I'm stumbling, sure, but I'm stumbling on stuff that was written in the 1600s. You know, um, like I can read Shakespeare. I used to actually act in Shakespeare plays and get the leads every time. You know, so yeah, Most High, he always had that little seed planted, man. So it's good to eat and drink and be merry, man. How Israel be doing it, right? How we used to have the block parties, open up the fire hydrant, you know what I'm saying? Chicago stepping, going down to the parade, Bud Billiken, Chicago taste, all that. Ain't nothing good, ain't nothing better in life than to just kick it with your people, man. He says, he said, I applied in my heart to know wisdom and see the business that is done on the earth. For also there is neither day nor night, seeth sleep with his eyes. Then I beheld all of the works of the Most High, that men cannot find out the work which is done under the sun, because though men have labored to seek it out, yet shall he not find it. Yea, though a wise man think to know it, shall he not be able to find it. So you may think you know about where the lost Ark of the Covenant is, or on these underground cities, or these underground tunnels, or you know things that may seem too um, big for the regular mind to conceive. A wise man may think to know it, but he shall not find it. Right? Because the Most High, He put the world in our hearts that we cannot search out the matters. Right? So you be studying the word, and then Instagram show you something you ain't supposed to see, and now you ducking off somewhere. Right? So hello, y'all, man. That was an excellent family. That was an excellent little study, a little whatever, whatever. Um, yeah, yeah, man. Y'all have an excellent day. Most High bless y'all. Shalom, Mishpat.